Hey guys, I'm Olivier Leger and welcome to my draw along tutorial where I'm going to show you how to draw this humpback whale. I'll take you through it step by step using simple shapes. All you need to do to follow along at home is grab a pen and paper. So, let's get started. So we're going to learn how to draw a humpback whale using some simple shapes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look over at this humpback whale here and we're going to draw the body of the whale. And we're going to do that by drawing an ellipse. So just start off by drawing an ellipse. Like so. That's the body of the whale. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add to the ellipse a triangle. But the triangle is going to have rounded edges. So add a triangle with rounded edges to your ellipse. Like this. Okay. The next thing we want to do is add the tail. The tail again is another ellipse. So on the left hand side of your first ellipse, we're going to add another. Slightly smaller perhaps. Right, that's the main body of the whale done. But we're just going to add the fluke, and the fluke is just a very squashed ellipse. This humpback whale is mostly made of ellipses. Right, there you have it. The next thing I think we should do is add the mouth. So we're going to be adding this mouth here. So all that is from the right hand side of your triangle you draw a straight line across and then just dip it down. Okay, and now we'll add the eye. So the eye is a U shape. So draw a U and then around the U add some eyelashes because it makes the humpback whale look quite cute. Okay, so the next thing we're going to add is these pectoral fins. Humpback whales are known for their long fins, so add some long pectoral fins. So you just do that by drawing a straight line and then coming back up again, you curve the line, give it some bumps and then just draw 2 dashes above it. We're now going to draw the other pectoral fin, which you can see here in the background. So again, you do that in a very similar way. You just draw a straight line down, and when you bring it back up again, you make sure that it's a bumpy line. I hope you guys are getting on all right. The final thing we're going to add to this humpback whale is his dorsal fin. So towards the back here, all you do is half a triangle. And you can draw it where your 2 ellipses intersect here. You just kind of cover that gap with half a triangle. Now something that's always worth doing is sometimes creating a new outline for your whale that just encompasses all the shapes and gets rid of some of these kinks. You don't really want these kinks. So where you see a kink, maybe put a dot and then just cover that kink, like so. And there's another tiny kink here, so I'm just going to cover that as well. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. The next thing we're going to do, I think, because now we've got a complete humpback whale, so congratulations. We're going to add the ridges on the underside of his belly here. So draw a straight line all the way up to his mouth. And another, and you can add one more, just a smaller one at the end there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some patches to your whale, because some whales have these big white patches along their body, and I think it's quite beautiful. So we're going to add those patches in, and that's basically one big wobbled line. So you can add the curves in as you see fit. You can get creative with that and do them how you like. Also, if you've noticed, humpback whales have got barnacles and all sorts of little things growing on them. So we're going to add some barnacles to the humpback whale. You do that just by adding some spirals. Really simple. Just add a couple of spirals on his snout there. And you can add some on the underside of his snout too. Include a few dots maybe. think dots look quite nice. And to give this humpback whale the effect of mottled skin that we have on these white patches, we're just going to add some more dots there whilst we're at it. Add a dot here. Some smaller dots. Vary the sizes as you like. You don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing, but you can do it as well. There's nothing wrong with that. And finally, add some dots up the length of his fluke. There you go. We've got a couple more patches to add, one around the eye. So if we just draw a circle around the eye and another patch just behind that, like so. What that will do is, because we're about to move on to some shading, is that will make sure that you don't lose those details as you shade. So how do you shade? There's lots of different ways you can do it. I quite like using marks of this nature where you just have a swirl. That's quite cool. Or you can just do a scribble, if you like scribbling, nothing wrong with that. You can just do some straight lines, and you can even do some hashing if you want. Okay, you can play around, do some dots, do some swirls. If you want to shade in swirls, you can shade in tiny swirls. If you vary the size of the swirls, they'll look like different things. So what we're going to do next is you can choose whichever one of these you want to do. I'm going to use this method, and I'm just going to add those loops along the wavy line on his back here. Okay, and if you want to make it a bit denser along the line, you can do. That might actually help the effect a bit. Okay, and you carry on. Make sure you don't obscure this other line. Stick to one of them, and you can go around this patch on his eye. Don't obscure that. All the way to his mouth, and go across towards his snout, but peter out a bit towards the end there. Also, maybe draw. I maybe didn't mention this earlier, but draw a line from his pectoral fin just to that circular eye, and fill that bit into just a little patch there. Like that. So we're going to continue with this shading from the tail. I'm now going to do some scribbling, so I'm just going to scribble, all the way up to the dorsal fin, and again I'm going to scribble in there, make it black, like so. Then along his back here I'm going to do patches, so rather than having a consistent line, I'm just going to do little islands of marks, and I think that helps give the whale some shape. Okay, so we're almost done now. Congratulations on getting this far. What we're going to do next is we're going to add some shading to the pectoral fins. So all you want to do there is basically draw a straight line and turn it into a kind of scribbled line, sort of like that. That's what we're doing here. So you draw a straight line at the bottom, and when you feel confident, just start scribbling it, making it a bit wider, like so. And on the other pectoral fin, we're just going to do a bit of a scribble on the left-hand side. You can also add some dots to the pectoral fin, the bumps on the pectoral fins. That might look quite nicer too. And there you have it. Congratulations, you've drawn a humpback whale. If you want to add a bit of playful things to it, one thing that I used to do a lot was I used to draw some swirly trees. So you just draw like maybe the trunk of the tree there, and you turn it into some swirls like we did earlier. Just do some big swirls on there. Super easy. There you are. And there you are. You have a humpback whale with a tree on his head, no less. There we go. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And thanks for watching. Congratulations! You've drawn a humpback whale! I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye! Wait. Hold your horses. I'd love to see what you've drawn. If you're showing off your creations on social media, please tag me. You can find my handles in the description below. Thanks again for watching.